We're litigating the leading ICE case where we're attempting to establish precedents, where we did imply some limitations in Los Angeles. As for the situation in Minnesota, we often say here at the Contrarian that you can't save democracy without the courts, but the courts alone won't save you. Here's a hats off to all of those who've been litigating in court, led by the marvelous Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota, a friend of the Contrarian. The challenge, of course, in Minnesota is the Eighth Circuit. And what we've seen is a series of good middle-of-the-road decisions from the lower federal courts, and the Eighth Circuit yesterday imposing a stay on the ACLU case. We're very privileged, Jen and I, to have the ACLU as also strong friends of the Contrarian. Mike Seymour has often been on here, and I asked Mike, what is the upshot of this order? All of the litigators, public, private, in Minneapolis, those fighting the battle against ICE outside of Minneapolis, everybody, and the Border Patrol. It should be noted that Dan Bavino is associated, Greg Bavino, rather, is associated with the Border Patrol, and some of the worst brutality has come from the CBP. Everybody who is fighting that fight is going to keep on. And it may be, Jen, that the Eighth Circuit is actually more conservative than the United States Supreme Court. Let's not forget that very important National Guard case where the Supreme Court checked Donald Trump. He's also checked his use of military and paramilitary in the AEA case, where they say, no, there's no invasion. So these ICE cases could be a trifecta at the Supreme Court. I was there last week for one of our cases, and I can tell you that even Justice Alito was extremely skeptical in his questioning of the government. So context, some of the experts that Jen and I talk to all day long remind us context really matters.